Hey guys, it's Kenza.
And it's Chloe.
Thank Kenzie.
And we're the Holy Queso Girls. Guys, welcome to second season of Holy Queso Girls. I'm so excited. So how have y'all been since last season?
Great. Busier than ever.
A lot's happened. I got, it was like Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah, it was Christmas.
Thanksgiving. Everything. It's been that long.
Yes, it's been
since
Christmas.
Let's see, what have I done? I got 2 weeks off from work for Christmas. That was amazing.
Ooh.
Shout out to AAT. Anyway, but I had a great Christmas with my new family and my first good Christmas in the States. And then, the most recent news is I got chicks. I'm getting chickens.
She has baby chickens.
They're so cute. They're like so tiny. I'm so proud of them. Anyway.
Yeah, I've just been running like crazy. Got a big girl job and fun times.
Yeah. And we had the Valentine's Day banquet.
Yeah.
That went really well.
It did.
That was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed that. Anyway.
So this season we're starting a new series called The Popcorn Parables. We're taking lessons from movies and shows that we all grew up on, and we're adding biblical parallels. Mm-hmm. Our first topic is Jurassic Park. Yep.
One of the greatest.
Yes, totally.
For sure.
I love all of the movies. I love the parks. I love the worlds. It was awesome. Who doesn't love dinosaurs?
Chris Pratt.
Yes. I also really like Jeff Goldblum's character in the movies because he is like the voice of reason, and he's got some awesome monologues in it.
Yeah.
And watching it really does make you think, is what they did actually okay to like take something that was extinct and then bring it back to life? Like, right. What do y'all think about that?
I honestly think if they're extinct, it's for a reason.
Yeah. Like, when looking at it, it's like, okay, think about it. Like, if they didn't go extinct, like, everything up to now would be different. Mm-hmm. So I feel like there had to have been a reason. So why would we change that?
Yeah.
I think for, like, animals that have gone extinct, like, lately because of humans, that's different. But if we're talking about dinosaurs, I am glad that there's not a T-Rex roaming around, because we'd probably all, we'd be the
I think our world would definitely look a lot different
for sure.
if they didn't go extinct.
100%.
Could you imagine, like being in the South, like, armadillos and raccoons running across the road, and then, like, a dinosaur,
a dinosaur hit my car today.
I think humans would just figure out a way to live underground.
Yeah,
I think,
or they would just make them go extinct.
I think that I honestly think, as far as social media and everything has come, people would domesticate them.
Oh my gosh,
have
pets. Yeah.
I feel like
that is what they do in Jurassic World with the raptors.
Yeah, and then some people domesticate big cats and stuff, so why not domesticate a
T-Rex?
That would be my daily driver.
They
to
do.
School. Are you kidding me? I'd be riding a Terra and I'd go all the way to school.
I could not imagine. Oh my gosh.
I don't. They're wild. I don't know if we could domesticate it.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be like trying to have a pet lion. You can never completely trust it to not eat you.
Who would? Some dinosaurs are still around.
Birds, chickens.
Yeah, some birds are considered dinosaurs.
Chickens are.
Alligators and crocodiles.
Wait, I have dinosaurs now?
Yeah. So we all know Jeff Goldblum's most famous line in the movie, which is, they were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should. Mm-hmm. That is such a killer line, because that is exactly what we do. We do so many things for the thrill of doing it that we don't actually think if we should be doing it. And if we want to take a deeper look, because Jurassic Park is not just about dinosaurs, it's about unchecked power. Yep. That's what Goldblum's whole monologue is about, and I think we should watch that clip because it's cool.
Don't you see the danger, John, inherent in what you're doing here? Genetic power is the most awesome force the planet's ever seen, but you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun.
It's hardly appropriate to start hurling generalizations.
If I may, I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well,
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
They even slap it on a t-shirt.
Yeah. So, Jurassic Park is not just about dinosaurs, it's about unchecked power. It's about humans seizing creation without reverence, wisdom, or humility. See, everyone loves that big line in that clip that was at the end, but I like the one that comes before it, saying, I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. Mm-hmm. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility. Y'all, that line is so good. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Their knowledge replaced their wisdom, creating intelligence without moral grounding. Mm-hmm. That is what our world is missing, is moral grounding. And in the series, humans engineer life, and then they destroy it when it becomes unmanageable. The perfect example of this is in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I don't know if y'all have seen it. You said you haven't seen it.
Okay, after I went back, I think I have seen it. It's just been like I saw it when it first came out.
Have you seen it? It's the one where they go back to the island and the volcano erupts.
Yeah. And the dinosaur.
We're gonna watch the clip.
That clip.
We gotta get a reaction. It's
clip?
important. I know it's important, guys.
Movie we show her.
Little tidbit before we get back into this. That Brachiosaurus that we just saw was the original one in the original movie. That was the first dinosaur that they ever saw. That makes it so much sadder. Oh my god.
Don't cry.
Okay, so y'all, I don't know a single person who can watch that clip and not get. She's literally crying. I don't know a single person that can watch that clip and not get in their feels. Like, it's so sad. That poor baby's on the dock by himself. And he's innocent. He didn't do anything wrong. And yet he's suffering the consequences. Like,
the cries too.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying, help me.
He's like, you're leaving me. Oh my gosh. We have such a desire in that moment to protect this vulnerable thing from a disaster that they didn't create. And yet we don't shed a tear over the innocent babies being aborted every year.
Ooh, that's good. Bring it to the table.
Y'all.
Let's do it.
I told y'all it was going to get a little crazy. I told y'all. But that, I don't know why, but I was driving home yesterday thinking of what I should talk about. And I thought of this scene because it sticks out to me so much. Mm-hmm. And then that popped in my head. And I was like, how do we operate like this? Like, we're over here crying over this movie, over this dinosaur that's not even real. And yet we just don't give it a second thought of what's actually happening in our world that we should be crying over.
Right. Oh my gosh. That's good.
We didn't use any discipline when we got in these situations, and we don't want to take responsibility for our actions. So what do? We solve hardship by eliminating the vulnerable rather than protecting them.
Woo!
Yeah.
Dang.
So Genesis 3:5 says, "You shall be as gods." Do you know who said that?
Nope.
Satan.
Oh.
He said, if you eat of this fruit, you shall be as gods. We think because we know science, and since we have all the medical ability to end a life, that we should. But we are not God. We don't have the moral grounding to sustain a world that has the science for abortion. Look at our world right now. 73 million abortions were performed in 2025. 1 year, 73 million. Do you know what the biggest genocide in the world was? It was the Holocaust. And 6 million people died. 73 million babies were aborted last year. And we are acting like nothing is happening.
That's insane.
Yeah. People try to argue it with sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it's needed, but I saw somewhere where it's like 93% are just because they're not wanted. Like, there is one very natural form of preventing that, which everybody should.
Right.
Like,
It's like that's I also read something. It's they're like, my choice, my body, my choice, and things like that. But most of the people, and they use the argument of rape, like, oh, that's less.
But it's only 1%.
That's less than 1%.
Yeah.
And most of the people who say my body, my choice are people who are sleeping around without, like, if it's your choice, then have the choice to have protective sex. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy, and it's
that's what I'm like. When there's one way to prevent that, just don't do it.
I know, and it makes me mad. Like,
I mean, those numbers are heartbreaking.
I know, and
to know that people think of that as
just
a form of
12
birth
months.
control. Like,
Yeah. I told you I was going to get serious.
yeah.
I mean, I genuinely cannot believe it. 6 million to 73 million. That is
And nobody blinks an eye.
Yes.
it goes way deeper than that. Like, the people who set it up, it's really a ritual.
And
It's-
not to mention that number is not right. There are things that are not being told to us.
Right.
Yeah, that is a medical statistic.
Yeah.
Think about the women that are just like at home and they're like, okay, I could just fall down the stairs, or the people that are doing it illegally in the streets because it's illegal in a lot of states, which it should be illegal. Period.
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous. This is the biggest genocide the world has ever seen. And we're sitting here playing patty cake, debating on actual scientific facts that should need no debate.
Right.
Like, are we really trying to say that a human life doesn't exist until it's born?
Right. And also the fact that you can get an abortion literally right before you're going to give birth at most centers that do it. And the interviews that they do with people, it's so much deeper. Like, there was a guy that went in and did an interview with one of the main top people at Planned Parenthood. And it was like a party of the people that were at Planned Parenthood. And it was he was like, oh, what do you do with them and stuff? Like, what do you do with their parts?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we just rip them apart and
We sell them
for money. And he's like, well, what happens, like, if a woman is giving birth and she just decides she doesn't want it anymore? It's like, oh, we'll just, rip it apart, and after it's out of the womb, we will discard it and use their organs. And they were just laughing about it like it was nothing. The desensitization is insane.
Brings you to today's time. Where
we get real dark.
All this stuff is
Because
coming
I'm
out.
sure not all of them were just killed on the spot.
No, some of them might have been sent to a place.
Right, and another thing that gets me with the whole stuff that's coming out right now, it's everybody, liberals, conservatives or whatever you call it, you know what I mean? Like, Republicans, Democrats, we're all mad about what is going on to children, and nothing's being done about it. But the same people that are mad about that are not mad about abortions. It's literally the same
Just because
thing.
we're not eating them.
Okay. Listen, I got more. So abortion says, you must die so I can live. While Jesus says, I must die so you can live. I heard something from Peter Kraft, which is a little crazy because he's a Catholic philosopher, so it's crazy that he has this stance. But he says abortion is the demonic parody of the Eucharist, which is the Last Supper, communion, where Jesus says, "This is my body broken for you." And yet the enemy has twisted those words to be the main phrase for the abortion movement. This is my body, my choice. Not broken for you, not sacrificed so you can live, but murdered so I can live.
Right.
You want to know the difference between man and God? Flesh is selfish. Man thinks for himself. Man wants power for himself, while God let go of his power to sacrifice himself for you, even knowing that the majority would spit in his face and betray him and reject him. It is, oh my gosh, the way that the enemy twists, it's...
And it's also just the social expectation that is put on women when they get pregnant. It's like you can't live your life and have a career and have a baby and stuff. And it's like, oh, you either abort it or you're going to have to be a stay-at-home mom and you're going to get taken advantage of. Where it should be, you know, hey, if you don't want to have this baby, there is adoption. There are thousands upon millions of parents or couples that cannot have children and they're just wanting a baby. And the fact that all these kids are getting aborted just so it's easier just drives me nuts.
Just so that they don't lose their body. I've seen that, like, that's like the main reason I've seen is, well, it's my body. I don't want my body to change. That is what, like, that's what women are designed to do.
Yeah.
Is to we're supposed to reproduce. And I don't understand how people don't see that just because they're like, oh, I don't want to get bigger, I get stretch marks, or like things are going to change. It's what we're designed to do.
It's a beautiful thing. And in the fact, and I feel like everything, like the enemy is like the best at doing this. He just lined up so many things to where we've gotten to the point where people don't even blink an eye with killing a kid. Yeah. Like the social expectations, right. The social expectations, the thin, super thin body, no stretch marks, like perfect. If you just think about it, with all the Epstein stuff coming out, the people who set those standards are in the Epstein files and they're pedophiles. If you think about it, I know you might have to cut this out.
I get what you mean.
Men.
But like,
isn't it a little weird? They don't want you to grow into being a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
So like hairless, super smooth skin, perfect looking face. That all is
very, very
children.
Very thin.
That all is what children look like. So it's all these things, and it just makes me so mad that we have gotten to a point. And if you're a woman and you know you're thinking about abortion or something like that, we're not really shaming you. It's more of, hey, you have other options too. Just because the world is telling you that that's the only option you have, there are so many more options. And I promise you, there is a family out there wanting your baby if you're in a point where, you know, you like, because also there's the argument of, oh, well, the kid's gonna grow up in a bad home. Adoption. Like, anyway.
Make your space better.
Break
better yourself so they will not have to go through that. Oh, okay. Eli Millis, the villain in Fallen Kingdom, says, "We're the ones who made them. We can do whatever we want with them." This is truly how the pro-choice movement thinks. When did we forget that every human has a soul that Jesus died for? That every baby, every fetus, every clump of cells, which is the most ignorant excuse ever, seeing as you're a clump of cells. I'm a clump. Every living thing is a clump of cells, no matter what time period they're at. But every soul was bought for a price, and Jesus died on that cross for you, for me, for those 73 million lives. When did we forget that life is the biggest blessing in the world? Being a mother is the biggest thing that you can do with your life.
It's also just like insane, and I think we touched on it already, but like, and I know we did last time I was on the show, just how amazing a woman's reproductive system is. Like, everybody's, oh, women are made for the kitchen and cleaning. No, we're made to reproduce, and it is insane that we can do that. Right. Like, insane to me that we can grow a body
inside our body.
And like what I eat and what I do is for that child. Like, I can't wait. Yeah, I think it is amazing. But Like, as far as, like, somebody just, like, oh, it's just a clump of cells, like, I don't understand it. Yeah. If it's because...
We have been desensitized into thinking that children don't have souls. Like...
I remember seeing a clip, and I don't remember if it might have been Charlie Kirk, might have been Candace Owens, somebody like that went and was debating, and they said if abortion isn't murder, but you hit a woman, like in a car accident, if you hit a woman and she is pregnant, then why is it considered a double homicide?
Yeah.
But it's just a clump of cells.
Another line I think is really funny that Hollywood put in there is Owen, Chris Pratt's character, says, "You made them, but you don't own them." He's reminding these corporate executives that just because they engineered these life forms, it doesn't mean that life is a piece of property and we're the owners of it.
Right.
Now, how can we agree on that for dinosaurs that don't even exist, but not for human beings, our own race? Like, that is so crazy. Right. I'm gonna get off my soapbox because y'all are gonna look at these movies differently now, and I don't want you to. They're awesome movies. They have really good points, especially the first trilogy. Really good points.
I just want to say one more thing about that.
Yeah.
Like how you were saying, like the babies that are being created, or fetuses, or whatever, they're God's creation. Like you were saying, it's the women are engineering them. Yeah. But yeah, we're creating them, but they're not.
They were bought for a price.
Like, just because you have a child doesn't mean you own them. Like, yeah, you're their mother, but also they're God's child.
Yeah.
So we don't have the authority to decide whether or not a child lives or not. Their mother doesn't have the authority to do that because it's not their place. It's God's place. And I just like, because God loves us so much, I cannot even imagine the pain that he is dealing with right now because of all these children dying. And their souls, there are people that could invent things, people that could have incredible lives. My mom had an abortion when she was 17 because she got pregnant. Like, that haunts her to this day. And, like, it's crazy. Like, I had a brother or a sister, and like, it hurts me that I know that I had somebody that was aborted, and she's like, yeah, I mean, I felt like I had no other option, which is the social expectation, which is insane. But also, there's so many people out there that their mothers were about to abort them and didn't. They're like, I am so glad. And people who grew up in terrible environments, just because you grew up in a hard life. I had a really tough childhood. Look where I am now. I am so glad I was not aborted. I went through a bunch of crap. But, like, there's so much more life than your childhood, and you can use that pain for something else. So it's like the whole argument of, oh, they're going to have a tough life. Like, yeah, that's just your childhood. Even if it's tough, like, that sucks, but, you know, life continues on.
I mean, you could add to that argument with God knew who you were before you were formed.
Exactly.
Like, and he ordered the steps, like, so for you to be like, oh, I didn't mean to get pregnant, like, happened for a reason. Like, God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
That's so untrue. Lord. But yeah, even my mom, whenever she was pregnant with Gabe, everyone told her that she should abort. Everyone. Yep. And still not to go too far, but she's a part of that 1%. And she still decided not to.
Right.
Like, that's not an excuse. That is a soul. It's not that innocent baby's fault for being born into that situation.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, in those situations, it's a horrible, absolutely horrible situation. But something amazing came out of that. And, you know, that, as you said, that child is not bad or worse or, you know, not as good as everybody else. They literally have the same chances as everybody else in life. But I really hope that, because now society, you know, is coming about a little bit more and people are realizing, just really hope that, you know, people can just wake up and be like, oh my gosh, this is what we've been doing and this is what, you know, we're fighting for.
Yeah.
I really wasn't trying to get so dark talking about dinosaurs, but
It's important.
Yeah.
Like, people need to talk about it. I just pray for anybody, and if you are thinking about that, as I said before, there's so many other options, and no matter what happened to you, you have a gift that a lot of people want. So hopefully you choose to bear that gift and bring it into the world, because that's the best thing a woman could ever have, is a child, and they're such a blessing in general. But yeah.
I'm gonna wait on my time.
Yeah.
My puppy give me a run for my money.
But we were also talking about another movie,
McFly.
and it was Back to the Future. I know I talked a lot about abortion, but it's just a really close topic to me. One more thing about that. I promise I'll be done. I promise. But it was crazy because when I was in the States, I'm still in the States. I don't know why I say that. I went to a Christian school for high school, and one of the debate topics in Bible class was about abortion. We were at a Christian high school. There was literally 3 people for pro-life. And there was like 25 people in the class.
Lord.
A Christian high school. Just blows my mind.
Yeah.
And we had to debate with them. And it was just, they got mad and like, well, it's our choice as a woman and stuff.
It's like what I was saying. We have lost our moral grounding.
Right.
That's the enemy's tactic. He wants us to not see how deep and how important the decisions that we make are.
They really are. Okay. I promise. I'm done with that.
We're going to talk about humans trying to play God, but in a different sense now.
Yes. In a much more brighter.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about the Back to the Future movie.
Woo.
And it's about time. It's kind of more of a funner thing. Funner. More fun.
More fun.
However you say that.
Not funner.
My bad. Anyway, so if you've probably watched the movie, it's a classic. I watched it, and that says something.
That does say something.
I
grew up on this movie franchise, like, still.
Anyway, but I'm sure you know what I'm about to talk about. But, so if we look at the opening scene, or one of the main scenes, or the first scenes, I mean, we're surrounded by ticking clocks, right? So the camera slowly pans across them. There's like different shapes, different sizes. They're all moving in rhythm. And I don't think that's random, because before anybody even speaks, the movie is telling us that this is about time and who actually has authority over time. So then we meet Doc Brown. He's super obsessed over the DeLorean. How do you say it?
The DeLorean.
DeLorean. Pronounced it the French way. My bad. You know, when he's in the parking lot with his invention, there's like this excitement, and there's like the Libyan guys trying to shoot him up and stuff. But it's exciting because he's breaching something that is sacred, which is time. And he's trying to break a boundary. Because in scripture it says God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And that's not metaphorical, it's literally true. Like, he is the owner of time. He transcends time.
Yeah.
Which is really weird to think about.
Yeah, it's hard like, for our brains to understand.
It's hard for our brains because we have a beginning and an end and stuff. So, like, time isn't just something we manage or measure, it's something God ordains. And Doc decides he can move through it. So, as we go, he activates the machine. Chaos follows. There's gunshots, panic, Marty speeding away at 88 miles an hour. And then, so it's interesting because that scene, everything's chaotic. It's like when we try to breach something that God is supposed to ordain and supposed to, be over, everything goes wrong and it unravels. So then, and as the movie goes, Marty is in 1955 and he's trying to get his parents together, right? Okay, just want to make sure. I haven't watched it in a while. But as he goes, everything feels funny. He's wearing that jacket and everybody's looking at him weird. And when he tries to interfere with his dad, how he pushes him away and gets run over or gets hurt, it's so weird how his mom like starts crushing on him and stuff, because it was how his dad was, and that's how they went together. But it's interesting in the scenes following up that, because when he looks at the picture of his siblings, they're like slowly fading away. And that just shows us, again, when we're trying to interfere with something that is not ours and it's not our domain. Because the situations that we go through, we really don't know what's going on around us everywhere else. Like, the people walking around us, we're kind of always in our little bubble. So when we try to play God, per se, we don't know the impact of everything else, which is interesting with the movie with his siblings fading away.
I just think it's crazy that people can go back and, like, they can't. I don't know.
That people can go back in time.
I had surgery yesterday, and I'm, like, still, like, anesthesia. Like, the fact that the littlest thing changes everything.
Right.
Like, just a second can change everybody's future.
It's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Billions of people.
that's
everything gets
that's
changed
real life.
in a second. And also,
Things happen
like,
fast. Listen, my car ran away from me fast. Okay. We're not gonna talk about it.
I still wish we had camera footage.
Oh my
from
god, we're not gonna talk about it.
But, like, I've heard so many conspiracy theories where it's like we live in our own simulation.
Yeah, everybody thinks we're in pods like the Matrix.
Yeah, everybody thinks we're in pods and we're just, like, doing our own thing, but nobody realizes that what we do affects others.
For sure.
What we do, what we say, like how we present ourselves affects everybody.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the other thing. I think the big thing that we have to remember is we can't go back in the past and change what we did.
Right.
We only have the moment to make decisions. But we can make better decisions than what we made in the past, which I'm just saying goes back to what we were talking about earlier, but, you know.
Right. Okay, getting back to that. So as Marty's trying to fix the problem that he created with his mom, which when I watched that, I was like, ew, that's so gross. Like, you're attracted to your own son, but you don't even know it.
Yeah.
Ew. Anyway, again, like I was saying, like, when you unravel stuff that God created, it goes crazy. When Marty's trying to fix it and he tries to, like, the whole punching thing, it's interesting because, yes, God is sovereign over time, but he also gives us free will, which lines up with what we were talking about. Like, we have decisions in this life. It's not like we're robots.
Yeah.
And because if we were, then we wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be true love. Like, God wouldn't love it. Like, it wouldn't be that way. So it's interesting, like, what we were talking about, the past. Like, yeah, stuff happens in the past.
I have a quote in my head. From another movie. Yes. Rafiki in The Lion King. Don't know if you watched that. He said, like, he's talking about the past to Simba, and he's talking about Mufasa. And he said, the past, like, something along the lines of, like, you might have, the past is scary, and, like, you can't change the past, but the way I see it, you can either learn from it or run from it. And you shouldn't, like, oh my god, I messed up, like, learn.
That is my dad's favorite line. Anytime he hits me, he's like, "Ah, yes, the past can hurt."
The past can hurt.
I love that I just said my dad hits me. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean playfully.
He hits me with the quote.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys, we're okay.
Everybody go bully past Ryan.
Yeah.
That whole thing with the past, like, I feel like I'm a good example of that. I had a pretty tough childhood, and then after that, I had a really tough teenage years, and I finally got out of that situation. And then after that, I was really scared of really everybody. I didn't trust anyone. I couldn't trust my family or anybody outside my family. That's what I learned, essentially. So I became really distant from everyone. I didn't have any friends, and every time I would try to meet up with them, I would just back out because I was scared of, betrayal and stuff. But I had to realize that, just because certain people hurt me doesn't mean that everybody else is that way. And it's really tough to see it once that's all you've known.
Yeah.
But that helped me, you know, be in the situation I'm in now, which is way better. And now I have y'all as friends, which is really great. And it's just, like, with the whole thing with the past, like, for a long time, I chose to run from it. But now I choose to not only run, not run from it.
But learn from it.
Not only learn from it, but use it to help others. Because that's essentially what I want to do in life, which is great. But
That's
anyway.
what our podcast is for.
Yeah.
Learn from our mistakes, guys.
It's so funny that we just talked about that over lunch. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
about how certain situations come up. And then, like, for a while, you're like, man, like, this sucks. Like,
Yeah, you're like,
okay,
man,
well,
I wish that never happened.
Yeah, that never happened. Like,
And
that
then-
changes everything.
Yeah.
And now it's like, good.
I'm glad I went through that. Even though it was painful and it hurt, it made me into the person I am today.
Oh, 100%.
And Pastor Ryan used to tell me all the time, because I was like, I didn't want to do the church thing. I was like, this is stupid. I was coming for the wrong reasons. And then he said, one day you're going to look at this situation and you're going to sit down and you're going to have a conversation with someone and you're going to realize that, like, this happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And that has happened. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
To, like, okay, I'm to a point now where I can talk about what happened to me to other people, and then they're like, oh, I needed that, and you didn't even know that. Like, that's, it feels good.
Yeah.
100%. I would not be the person I am today.
Yeah.
100, like, nah. No, I wouldn't. And I'm glad for what I've been through, and that I was able to grow from that,
Yeah.
and that it wasn't my siblings. Anyway, but we want to rewrite the past. We want guarantees about the future. We want control outcomes when we don't have to trust. But Jesus says in Matthew 6, can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? We can't. And Back to the Future, underneath, you know, the humor and everything, actually reflects that truth. We were never meant to hold time in our hands. We were meant to trust the one who already does. So with outcomes that happen in life, if you're in a tough situation or anything, God sees you. Not only that, but he is helping you through it. Like, when I was in the middle of everything, I'm like, where is God?
Yeah.
Like, why should I have to go through this when I haven't really done anything wrong in that aspect?
Yeah.
But looking back at it now, it's a 100% miracle that I am here today. It's crazy. And the ways that God moved through that situation are insane. So even if you think God isn't not controlling, but isn't a part of what's going on, he really is. He's not causing the bad things to happen, but he's turning them into good. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
That reminds me of another quote where they were saying, if you ever feel like, oh my gosh, like, I wish I could hear God, like, why doesn't it feel like God is, like, screaming at me? It said, if you're sitting next to someone, I can't remember the exact quote, but it, like, hit hard, and it was talking about, just remember when someone's sitting right next to you, they're not screaming, but they're there.
Yeah.
Like, just because it's not like, it's always there. But like, all the time stuff makes me think of Alice Through the Looking Glass. I know you haven't seen it, but I don't know
Yeah,
if you've
I have.
seen it. But there is Father Time, and he's like walking around. He's like an actual person, and
Yeah.
like it changed. Alice goes and she stops time, and it starts erasing the world. But,
Yeah, I think that's actually like a really good little piece, because we can't erase what happened, or like, if we try to go back and erase what happened in our lives, what would we be now, you know?
yeah,
Like,
I definitely would not be sitting right here.
yeah.
I can assure that.
I don't, honestly, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Like, there are some things in my life that I was like, God, I thought I was doing the right thing, and now my world has completely gone upside down. Like, are you even there? Like, what is happening? And then now I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, he was like saving me from something.
Right.
Like, bad things would have happened if I stayed in that situation. And it really is, it's so crazy to think about how painful something can be, and then to look at it months later and you're like, I needed that. That was something that I actually needed to go through. And I feel bad for like getting mad at God, because I was like, why are you doing this to me? And now I look at it, and I really did truly need it. I needed to get out of that situation. And it's just mind blowing to see things from where we're at now than where we were.
100%.
I'm definitely still praying for patience, because I wish
Oh my
sometimes
gosh.
that God would just sit right here and go, hold on.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
trust
so-
me, hold on.
Yeah, it's so hard to not know your future and not know what's
Yeah.
going to happen. I truly agree with that, especially being like a perfectionist. Like, you want to do what's right, but you want to have all the answers before you go do something. And it's
Like, even now, like, I'll graduate college. Like, I'll be done with college in a little over a month. And I'm like, is this what I'm, like, supposed to be doing? Like, God, come tell me what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, be patient, because
yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't have gone through everything that I went through to get this far. And then it'd be like,
It definitely is scary being a young adult and not knowing what you should do with your life. Because it's honestly, it's terrifying, because there's so many options, but as a perfectionist, you don't want to do the wrong thing. You just gotta learn to trust God and not try to rush time,
It's very hard.
and just be patient and let it happen.
Yeah, always works out that way. Anyway.
We talked about some crazy stuff, y'all.
yeah.
This is the first episode of this season. This is gonna be a fun season.
But it's important to talk about this stuff,
It is.
because it's sometimes uncomfortable to talk about, and that's the things that the enemy doesn't want us to talk about.
Yeah. Like, it's scary for sure talking about such serious
100%.
things, but
Because
it needs to be said.
It needs to be said, but you never know how people are going to take it.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, oh, they talking about Epstein. Like, everybody is. Be so
Yeah.
careful. Everybody's talking about it. You just don't like facts. You like opinions, you don't like facts.
Well, it's crazy to me that our world makes it seem like we shouldn't be talking about it when
Yeah.
we're supposed to be
It's-
fruit.
right.
The Bible calls us to be fruit inspectors. Like,
Don't get me started.
Y'all.
I went down the deep end with that. I know too much.
I will say, me personally, I don't want to know all the facts about it. Not because I want to be ignorant to it, but because I don't think that my heart can handle it.
Right.
Like, there are
It's
some
so
things I don't think we can all handle. Like the whole Charlie Kirk thing, the video that was posted. I don't think our eyes should see that.
No,
Like-
nobody. And even the people that are there, like, I still get so emotional. Not only because I love Charlie Kirk, and that is still present tense. I still go back and I watch all of his debates.
Yeah, I was just watching him yesterday.
But the fact that these people were there when it happened, like, we just saw a video, but these people lived a tragedy. And it truly is tragic, because nobody is built to see that.
Yeah.
And
I think it truly does do
especially
something to
the
your
guy
mind.
that was debating with him.
Yeah.
He was being peaceful, and then he
They
just
were
had to
literally
witness that.
talking about gun violence. Too,
It's
but
insanity.
another story.
But speaking of Epstein, y'all go listen to Candace Owens, because that woman is
She on it.
she is on it.
Yeah.
She's a boss. I love her.
Yeah.
She's insane.
But
Fearless.
it really
As
is
she should
like,
be.
what you were saying about I don't think we can take it, because I started like reading through stuff and
Yeah.
listening to, and I literally could not smile
Yeah.
for the next 2 days.
Like, it makes you dwell on such darkness that
it's just like I
it's-
was like, how is this something that is allowed?
yeah.
I literally broke down while I was driving, I think, to work. And I
Yeah.
literally pretty much yelled at God. And I was like, how are you letting this happen? I know it's free will, but these are just children. Anyway, but that's just something I shouldn't have to bear,
Yeah.
because I don't know all the things. Like, in our view, it's like, oh, how did God allow this to happen? But I know that there's so much more going on. And also it shows people that there's such an inherent terrible evil.
Yeah.
There has to be a God. Like, if people are doing rituals on kids and all the things that's going on, I'm definitely not going to get deep into that.
Which is really crazy that the stuff they're doing is exactly what they did in the Bible to worship Baal.
And the whole worship of all these things, it's never gone away.
To be atheist.
It's never gone away.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a very sad situation, and I pray for those victims, and I just hope that justice can be brought to them, and it's just very sad what's going on.
I think we should use it as a wake-up call instead of dwelling on how much darkness is in this world. It should show us even more how much light we need to show and how much of an example we need to be for other people. So anyway, dinosaurs are so cool, right, guys?
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's a really messed up situation, and I think we all need to wake up. And we all need to realize that we do have power. We all can pray together. We can do so much. We can talk about it. It's terrible. It's going on, and I am going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry it got so dark.
It really did.
I'm sorry.
This has been going for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, but you gotta not count the first 30 minutes because we were fixing that thing.
But I'm sorry it got dark. But again, this is stuff that's going on in the world, and it needs to be talked about. And we all literally just need to get on our knees and just start praying.
We need to stay prayed up.
Prayer is powerful.
Yep. It's our direct phone line to God.
Anyway, but that's all I have to say today.
Y'all are gonna think I'm weird, but I feel like we should pray out.
Yes, we definitely should. Lord, thank you for everything that we talked about today. I pray that it reaches the heart of those that need to be reached. I pray that whatever evil is going on today, that you help the victims and anybody in general. But I pray that the American people, or really everybody, wake up and start talking about this and kind of get out of the blindness phase and realize that this is what we're supposed to do. Yeah, and I just pray anybody, if they're listening, driving, or whatever, that they're safe, and yeah. Amen.
Amen. Such a heaviness.
Yeah.
Lord.
Thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next one, and it's not going to be as dark. But
maybe.
But again, it's things we need to talk about. Yeah. But I will see y'all, or we will see y'all in the next one. I hope y'all are having a great day. And yeah, y'all be safe.
Bye.
Bye.